I'm Mike Collins with TriStateFootball.com. I'm here with Simon Kenton head coach Jeff Marksberry. Simon Kenton just defeated Connor 42-35. Coach, we talked before the game started, and we talked about the running game of Drew Barker. He only had 70 yards on the ground. Did you get what you wanted out of your defense against Drew?
Yes, we did. You know, we didn't want him to get going downhill. A couple times you saw him get started. We were able to close that gap and not let him run downhill at us. And, you know, our defensive line, our linebackers, Barry Deaton played a tremendous game. Matt King, one of our defensive ends, played a tremendous game. And those guys did a great job of executing that plan, of taking away that run game from him.
Dylan Powell had an excellent offensive game for you tonight. He had 4 touchdowns total. How big was that run back there before halftime?
It was huge. I think they were a little tired there at the end of the second quarter. I felt like our conditioning kind of took over. You know, they kind of hung their heads a little bit, and that was a huge difference in the football game, obviously. I know that this guy over here picked Connor to win and said that the difference might be special teams, and special teams made a huge difference tonight.
I said special teams would be the difference for either one of you, Coach.
I know.
You're a lot like your kids. You only remember one side of it, you know? But just talk about the defense. You know, you mentioned Matt and the job that Barry did keeping contained. But how important was it to get pressure, too, to not let him just sit back there and be able to throw all over the secondary?
It was, but you take a chance with that pressure of him then slipping through the front door, you know, out through that B gap. I talked to Mike about that in the pregame, that, you know, we couldn't allow him to just run through that B gap with our 3-man front. And we were able to do a good job with Barry Deaton up in there, kind of handling those guards and taking care of those guards so he couldn't escape through the front door. So, you know, the pressure helped, but there's a huge risk when you put pressure on him, because he scrambles around, somebody gets behind, and he throws the ball 55 yards down the field, which we saw one time tonight. You know, our defensive guys just, you know, they kind of did what they needed to do. They stepped up when they needed to step up and made some plays. I just think it's a great team victory.
I know it's Connor versus Simon Kenton, but anytime you have two talents like Drew and Brennan going at it, people are going to make a big deal about that. How impressive was Brennan tonight, in your opinion? Do you think he kind of proved himself in front of a lot of people that he's right up there as the best player in the area?
There's no doubt in my mind. He put on a show tonight. He made some great plays. You know, he was efficient with the football, but he also made some plays. You know, the run, the pass to Wassam there, just some great plays that he kind of ad-libbed on. Well, the run wasn't an ad-lib, but the pass was an ad-lib on it, you know, to him. And, you know, he's a playmaker, and he can really create things with his feet. You know, he's got a strong arm, and he trusts his receivers, and he really did a great job tonight of not only holding his own, but proving that he deserves to be mentioned with Drew.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations.